Everyone. I'm Dr. Kim Duramo. I am coming in to connect in Instagram here for a moment to invite you to a special event that's going on live right now, the Tapping World Summit. This is the 13th year this has been going on. This is my, I think, 8th year I've been involved. But it's one of my favorite events that I'm involved in throughout the year. And especially as a doctor, how powerful I see EFT tapping is with health and illness, chronic pain that won't go away, chronic fatigue, brain fog, like a lot of obscure sort of like wastebasket diagnoses where, a doctor might make the diagnoses, but they have absolutely no idea what it really means or what to do about it to help someone get better. And in my practice, I've seen a lot of people get better with chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, thyroid disease, autoimmune syndromes of all kinds, MS. And it's really been very inspiring to see what's possible in the body when we get to we let the energy move, right? Pain is stuck energy in the body, energy that wants to move, but there's resistance, there's tension, there's fear. So the body like holds that energy in and it, we get pain. Same thing with autoimmune disease. And I experienced myself an autoimmune disease back in medical school. I'm fighting my body, right? I was like, my body's betraying me. What's going on? And I'm fighting and overcoming and trying to improve. And like everything I was doing was actually just fueling the fire of what was making me sick in the first place. EFT tapping is a really beautiful, beautiful practice. It's easy. You can do it on yourself. You can do it anywhere. To get to the root of what those energies are. So I'm going to give you the link for the Tapping World Summit. It's in my bio. If you're here in Instagram, you can just go over to my bio and it's right there at the top. But it's at bit.ly, so the bit.ly link, bit.ly/Tapping Summit 2021. And that will bring you there. If not, you can go right to my website at drkimd.com and we have information on it there. So anyway, I did some really powerful tapping last week and the week before in my Mind Body TV broadcast. If you want to try some awesome tapping, there's tons of tapping that was in there. But particularly one person told me like I felt completely better the next day after this really severe chronic fatigue I've had for so long. And what I realized was this is linked to stuff with my mother and stuff with my family and old belief systems, et cetera, et cetera. Now, as a physician, I have seen this so many times where people come in with these really severe illnesses that they've been to like 10 or 12 doctors and no one's been able to help. But it's because in the conventional medical system, what we're taught to do is look at the body as a physical, solid, separate thing, meaning you're separate from your mother. Great, there's genes you can get, you can get things handed down and there's a family history, but your illness is your illness. That's not actually true at all. And if you've ever heard of like empathic pain, there's also empathic illness where you're picking up on other people's energies and your body is manifesting the illness. Now, if you're a doctor in the third dimensional construct, you're like, I'll never find that. I'll never find that solution. It doesn't even make sense in the way that I'm seeing the body. But if you're someone like me who can see in multiple dimensions and really understand what is going on with this person, what energies are they tied into, what belief systems are they in, what lineage patterns are they carrying through in their physical body, it's really, really freaking easy to see this stuff. Like it's so obvious. But in the place where most people are looking at the body, it's like, a million years, you're never going to get it. It just doesn't make any sense. So when we're trying to diagnose the body and we look, okay, what have you been eating and drinking? What have you been doing? We're just looking at you. What about the energies around you? The other people around you, the belief systems you've been in, and the experiences, not just your past experiences, but like maybe the experiences your mom had when you were in utero, maybe the experiences 5 generations ago, but they're still carried in the DNA. This is where it's really fascinating when we look at mind-body medicine. You can actually manifest illness or life experiences like I never make enough money, or I can't really do what I love to do. I have to do this other thing. And it's not even from your lifetime. Like it's not even a trauma that you can relate to. We've seen in DNA studies with mice that the DNA, carries it down from a trauma from generations ago that you don't even know happened is carried in the DNA. And those little mice would have a stress response to those exposures or those environmental signals that, they never had that trauma before at all. The same thing is true for us. So we can have certain patterns of like your relationship with money, certain patterns with your relationship with men or, with women, your certain patterns in your health and your physical, developing physical disease. And it's like, it's not getting better no matter what you try. So again, I just want to share that EFT tapping is a really, really powerful way to get at the root of what's going on, which is energetically, like emotionally, mentally, and these lineage patterns. It's all just energy. If it's in your DNA, if it's in your body, if it's manifesting, it's energy of some sort. But it's really, really powerful to get conscious of what's going on with a simple technique like EFT. You can learn it very, very quickly. You can do it on yourself. You can do it anywhere. And I guarantee you, no matter what's going on in your body, you will get to the underlying energies when you just start to practice. If you want somewhere to start, go and check out the sessions I've done in the last few weeks of Mind Body TV. They are in my YouTube channel at Dr. Kim Duramo. They are also in the Mind Body community in Facebook. If you're in Facebook, they're all archived there. We're going to do Wednesday. We're going to do some more Wednesday live if you want to join me for that. They're all free. It's available to everyone, so you can tune in for that. I just want to hear, you can definitely type in where are you tuning in from, because I would love to hear. And I'll go back and look at the comments too if we'll post this on YouTube. B. Laker said, my blood pressure is on the high side. Can I just bring my awareness to breath, or should I see a doctor for a prescription? You can definitely see someone personally. Whether you want to see someone who give you a prescription that will just suppress the blood pressure is really up to you. I would definitely see someone who can look at the whole picture of like, why is your blood pressure getting high, rather than just let's get it low and think that that's going to create health. It's not. But definitely EFT tapping is a powerful, powerful way. I've seen people, I was an ER doctor for many years. I would see people, literally their blood pressure go from like super, super high to normal after just a few minutes of EFT tapping. Oxygen levels come back to normal. Heart rate that's like racing away come back to normal, as well as people having symptoms like severe chest pain and difficulty breathing have a complete resolution within minutes. I've used this myself for many years. I've taught so many of my colleagues, and of course I'm using it in my practice with the clients and patients that I work with. So I'll again share the link if you want to join. The Tapping Summit is free right now. It starts tonight, and you can subscribe. The link is in my bio. It's at bit.ly/Tapping Summit 2021. So you can get in there. Oh, hello, Wallace Perella. That's exciting. Anne from North Carolina. Hello, Anne. Bertois Lime and ME having problems disciplining to tap, and I'm an EFT practitioner. So I've never used discipline for any of this. I actually will just get more present to what's arising in my body. So if you're using EFT to avoid, you're going to have to be like, I'm going to discipline myself. Let me do this. But if you're actually using it to connect with yourself more fully, start connecting with yourself more fully first. So when I start EFT, I just connect with my heart. I take a few breaths. I'll breathe and just breathe into my heart and witness, okay, hi body. You can try this right now. Just put your hand on your heart and say, hi body. How are you doing? The first thing that may come up might be like deep grief or sadness. Now you might go, wait, this is not supposed to be happening. I'm supposed to feel good. Screw that. You will let energy move. Period, the end. That is what lets your body heal. That is what ultimately has you feel amazing, but don't require it, because that will just suppress it back down. So just, hi body, how are you? Feel what comes up. Take a few deep breaths. Receive your own presence. Receive your own breath. Be present to what arises, right? Doesn't matter if you do tapping, if you don't do tapping, you've got to connect with your body first. Now, if you get more connected with your pain, you get more connected with your grief, you get more connected with whatever's here, it just makes sense to nurture yourself through it, right? Now we learn to suppress it, to make it wrong, to try to escape it. Oh no, something's wrong. Don't go there. Just meet what is arising. It's just energy that's ready to move. It's ready to release so that you're more free. So I would welcome you to use EFT that way, as opposed to trying to like make something happen, because then you're always going to need to like I got to get motivated to do this thing. No, just get here. How often should it be done? You can do it as often as you like. I use it when when I really feel like my body needs a little reboot, needs a restoration, or I'm overwhelmed and I'm like, wait, let me bring myself back down. If I feel like I'm going into fight or flight and I want to get more present. Greetings here from UK. So nice to join you live. Tapping is a game changer. Love it. Awesome. Yeah. Have you been introduced to tapping? Have you used tapping? Are you using it in your practice? I know a lot of people who are tuning into the work I'm doing are also doing really inspired work in health and healing. So I would love to hear about that. So you can go to my bio for the link to join the summit for free. They run it for 10 days. It's free because you can listen in any of those 10 days to 2 speakers a day. Mine's on day 3, and it's about decoding the messages from your body. How do you know what's actually going on underneath the surface? There's also a really, really good little mini, how do I get underneath at the root cause? And if you purchase the summit, there's a bonus I did where it's a more in-depth video of how do you know what to tap on? How do you get to the root cause of what's underneath that you're unconscious of, that's really going on in your system, and how do you begin to unwind those deepest levels so that there's healing instead of just I felt better but then it came back. So for people who purchase the series, that's one of the bonuses that I created. It's really, really excellent video, definitely worth the price of admission. I've purchased this in the past and it was one of the most powerful things. I very highly recommend it. So be sure to tune in if you want to just, oh, good, thank you, that was amazing. Yeah, it can be really simple sometimes. Just connect, go into what's arising instead of trying to make it go away. So this has been really, really powerful for me as an individual, as, a mom, in my relationships, definitely in my business, and working with others in medicine as a doctor. I've just seen unbelievable things happen. I've seen people with decades of severe chronic pain on narcotics be completely pain-free in 4 minutes. I already mentioned how I used it in the ER and some of the incredible things I would see with people, they're on the monitor. So you'd actually see their vital signs change and their body physiologically respond to what we were doing with the EFT tapping. But I've also seen really incredible things for a lot of people open up with relationships. When you're present in your body and you're present to what's happening here, you're an entirely different being in your relationships and different things get created versus when you're just checked out. So practice that. Try that this week. Challenge yourself to step into that, connecting with yourself more fully as a way, yes, to allow healing to happen, but it's a different intention. It's actually a vastly different intention, and it will create a vastly different experience. So the intention to connect with myself more fully is a much higher intention than the intention to make my pain go away. And the first one is actually going to allow so much more and so much more healing, but it is a different journey. So let me know how you do with that. I would love to hear about that. Definitely, you can join for free for the Tapping Summit, and they air 2 of the sessions a day. They have video this year for the first time ever. So for those of you who've done it before, it was always audio. They did videos with us this year. I think that's going to be really exciting. And they're free, so you can tune into 2 of them a day. I always go in and answer all the questions and look over all the comments when people tune into mine, because I'm always really excited about participating in this event. Mine is on day 3, so it begins tonight. So that will be day 1, day 2. So day 3 is going to start the evening of Wednesday evening and run all day Thursday. Again, like I said, you can tune into the tapping videos I've done in the last few weeks to learn tapping, to start to play with a little bit of tapping. I guarantee you will have extraordinary experiences if you go through the video with me. These are on my YouTube channel at Dr. Kim Duramo, or in Facebook in the Mind Body community. They're archived in there. Kim, they say beliefs create reality. Sometimes I try to figure out what I believe. Yes, that's what we do. We try to figure it out. Don't do that. The way that I have done tapping is just to tap on what comes up. What comes up might be physical. It might be mental, that you do have a thought, idea, belief. Maybe that rises. It might be emotional, that you just feel heaviness or dread or grief or fear or who knows what. Presence your body first. then you can begin to use the tapping to go deeper. I suffer from gastroparesis. I've seen a lot of people resolve massive amounts of digestive drama, including like really severe GERD, reflux, sluggishness, gastroparesis, constipation, and get off medications. Definitely tune into this. I think you will be amazed. I watched the 2 pre-videos for the Tapping Summit. The science behind it is incredible for this. For those in doubt. Yeah, I know. It's funny. Well, if you're in doubt, you might not be ready for this because you're still in a protection of like, oh, I'm only going to trust what I already know. But it still can be opening if you kind of on the cusp of like, prove it to me. That's not what I'm doing in my work, but they do have really great videos that do share a lot of the science about this. You've got to be open though. Otherwise your protections are going to have you like not see it. You're like, I don't know. Or like I share when people tap, there's like 3 things that'll happen. You'll get better. You'll feel lighter. Your symptoms went away. You'll get worse. Things will intensify because the energy's coming up and moving through. Or the third one is kind of like this. Right? Nothing. I don't feel anything. And that's when you're in that barrier of protection. The broadcast we did just last week, I did a lot of tapping for that specifically, and a lot of people moved a ton of energy around that. So if you're like, I'm kind of in this doubt, or like, oh, I've trusted other people, nothing happened, but you're still like, I actually think I am ready to open, this will be really powerful for you. Yes. Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you guys. How do you sign up? So you can go in my bio, and it's the first link that's in my bio on the link tree in my bio if you're here on Instagram, which you are. But for those of you who are watching this on the recording, you can go to bit.ly/tapping summit 2020. So bit.ly/tapping summit 2021. I think I said 2020 a second ago. 2021. bit.ly/tapping summit 2021. Yes, I've seen it help with psoriasis. This is an inflammatory condition of the skin that has us really be reactive. But is there a way to know what I believe when intrusive thoughts get in the way? You don't need to know what you believe. You're going to tap on the energy that arises, and you're going to tap on the energy that arises. So when you start to tap, more energy will come up. Sometimes these symptoms will intensify. Do not let that scare you away. It's the energy moving through. Oh, thanks for putting the link there. Tap on what arises. So I've guided you through these in I think it's the last 3 or 4 weeks we did in the Mind Body TV episodes. They're all free. They're posted up on my YouTube channel. You could use any one of those and it will move you through this. And I know you'll have a really profound experience. All right, lots of love. Thanks for being here today. I'll be live again on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time from Mind Body TV. So I'll see you then. Bye.